Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight and neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, we'll take few minutes to clarify ourselves why we need this practice, why we have to practice meditation, especially nowadays. So, when it comes to our human life, we all have desire, intention to find the happiness, satisfaction, balance, development within ourselves. So even though most of us have that hopes, it is very rare that people gain the real results. The most of us struggling with our own mind and end up with frustration, unhappiness, sadness, worry, disappointment. So in the beginning, we have intention to find the happiness. That intention itself creates us unhappy. Why it happened? Because our happiness, our success, our development, we evaluate by our own thoughts, using our past experience and using outside examples. So then we have a goal to reach. It's kind of like we have intention to become somebody, achieve to something which you already have a blueprint. So if you already have a blueprint, there is nothing to achieve. When you already have a blueprint, so then how you can become new? How are you going to reach to something new? So listen this very carefully and be with me and catch it. So you develop an intention even in conventional life. So later we can apply it to our spiritual development. So in conventional life, you have intention to become successful. So then first you have to have a picture. So you develop, oh, this is the success, I want to become like that. So you build up that picture according to the information and the knowledge and the wisdom you already have within you. So if you use the thoughts or the intention or the ideas to build up something new using your old experience, it again going to become the same person. So this is kind of like a barrier, hindrance, which keep us alive, keep moving in the same place, in the same environment, in the same behavior, the same lifestyle, and in the same samsara. So then how you can, in the very first level, how you can tune to yourself something brand new, which not related to your past. So that is the important thing. So because in most of time, in day-to-day our life, the whatever the experience that we go through, we are not capable to accept it and be with it with very clear mind. If I put it in a very simple way, we are not good to who we are. We are always suppressed, pushed down our experience and looking for something else. But if you come to a point, just be good with yourself, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you experience. If you are hungry, feel that hunger to the depth. Don't try to cover it, because if you don't experience the hunger and try to cover it from cure your hunger, you never go into the depth of your hunger. You don't know what it is. And when you full experience it to the highest level, in that very moment, complete that experience, that completion will uplift you. When you are sleepy, accept it and experience it to the bottom and get sleep. When you are awake, experience it to the highest and accept it and be with it and enjoy it. So if you tune to this ordinary life like that way, in a certain level you will experience. There is nothing to suppress. There is nothing to hold. It's a moment by moment you enjoy the life. So we all are looking for meaning of life, but still we ourselves don't know what is life. But we try to gain the meaning. You will never find it. And sometimes we try to understand the life. What is life? From others, you will never get it. Only way, you have to come to a point to understand your life. And sometimes we think, oh, I cannot do it myself. So that's a thought. That is a habit, that is an addiction that we got out of our own behavior. So that's why you have to learn to observe. That's why we practice this. Like other things in our life, now we have to come to a point to practice, and at least now we have to come to a point to understand our own feelings. Why? Because we are so disconnected. Now our life is kind of like, mostly, our life is became kind of like this computer video game. You know, we experience things and even we don't know what it is. And when the monitor shut down or the computer shut down or the TV turned off, we get into lost. Why? Because we living in that imagination. We living in that creation that built in our mind with thoughts. Because of that, what happens, we slowly disconnect from seeing, experiencing. get connecting, recognizing. Those are little by little, disconnecting from our mind. So that's why we have to practice. So it is your own responsibility. Bring some time for yourself that somehow to keep nourishing day by day, day by day, day by day, keep nourishing your own awareness, clarity. And that will help you to purify your mind. That is the very purpose of meditation and all other Buddhist practice, purifying your mind. So otherwise, what will happen? So otherwise, we start to develop a life to depend on memories or the habits or the patterns. And then that's why that the body became kind of like a package. Your body itself like a package carrying memory from the samsara. It has a memory 1,000 years backward, which another way we call DNA, which you cannot escape from it. You became because of that. So this memory has a power to photocopy, rebuild. So then if you live with the memory, what will happen another way in the surface level of life, you will enjoy something and then you keep repeating. But where this is going to end? There is no end. How far this universe, how big this universe, that big your samsara. There is no end. So that's why that whatever is in the universe, all the memory is in you. It's a kind of like you are kind of like a biochemical chip. It's all the history, eons by eons, it's in you. How it became like that? Because that we depend on memory. We depend on thoughts. So then how you can get out of this? That is where you have to develop the method to see, recognize. So that is why you have to learn to observe. That is where you have to first learn to settle down. That's why we come to practice meditation. Because otherwise, that if you are capable to see, that seeing itself become your wisdom, then your life itself become a meditation. Because itself, your mind experience itself purify you. But today it's not like that. It's like we drive through very dusty road and then we have to clean our vehicle. So like that. Because we drive through our life through this old sensation, and then we get dust. And then because of that dust, what happened? Our vision become more disturbed from our own memory. So practicing meditation is clean that. So you are the only one can do it for you. No one can do it for you. So then you have to be honest to yourself and you have to bring your best to your practice. When it comes to observe or the seeing or developing the art of seeing, you have to be very careful not to interfere with the thoughts. So because when it comes to meditation, we think in the first level, oh, these outside things are the barriers, hindrance. Not outside. The whole deeper hindrance come from your inside. So then you have to be very careful. While you're observing, even though the sensation or the primary mental object you find from in the outside, you have to remember the game is happening inside you. So this is a primary mental object we take for a while and as a help to anchor our mind in the very first level. Why? Because our mind always used to depend from name and form. It cannot, suddenly shut down. It cannot disconnect suddenly. So that's why in the first level, you settle down with your sensation. And when you settle down with the sensation, remember to be with it. Don't try to, don't allow any other thoughts to get into that. So you have to guard your primary mental object and the connection that you build with it. Sometimes your thoughts will go here and there, then disturb and come different kind of memories. Then you have to look. You are in this very moment practicing this and bring your attention to this and be with it. Then don't develop any struggle. Don't try to intensely suppress anything. Because then what will happen, it is deeply going to, little by little, create a certain kind of depression. So we don't need that out of our practice. So then you have to be very mindful when you use your mind. Because the method that you use can change the result. So meditation is not kind of like resisting something or suppressing or pushing something or struggling or fighting. It's not like that. You just come to 100% total acceptance and be good with that moment. When you're able to come to that point, 1 second, once you connect to that, in 1 second, you feel deeper connection with your body, mind, and the breathing. And it deeply start to connect your heart and brain. Once you come to body, mind, heart, brain, this connection, your journey going to be more comfortable. But in day-to-day life, that all our information or the perception we receive try to break the connection from our heart and mind and body and mind. It always brings the disconnection. That's where we gain the disappointment. And that is why as a result of that, we try to suppress and gain the depression. So then you're deeply going to build up the connection that you already had the beginning of your life. So beginning of your life, you didn't have any disconnection. You became because of that you had the great connection. So then little by little, develop it inside you. So in the very first level, be mindful with the sensation of the inhalation, exhalation, and deeply recognize it. Little by little, be sharp and clear with putting your attention towards the intention. So once you come to a certain level, the tranquility state, once you become very clear with the connection and see yourself, the tranquility state, not our purpose, it is just the journey start. So from there, you have to go deeper and understand each and every moment that you go through, what you experience, how it become an experience to you because of the change. So then impermanent. And recognize it very carefully within your own experience, within your own mind. Impermanent. Each and every moment. Even there is no single moment that you hold. We are just kind of like a river, keep flowing. We are like a vibrational flux. It's always in rhythm. So deeply observe. And then in the surface level of life, we always look for satisfaction. That satisfaction happens when we grounded, when we hold it, and when we have the solid experience. So now you see the change. And then you recognize this unsatisfactory nature happens because of this change. Then you don't going towards that way to hold it, suppress it, tackle it. You just be with it. Impermanent, unsatisfactory nature. And then deeply you can understand why this. Because each and everything has its own cause and conditions. And nothing belongs to you. Even the self-centered idea, even the self-experience, even the experience of this perceiver, even that you are as a subject, you experience this everything because of as a result of this all change, unsatisfactory nature. Otherwise, you also not going to experience this. As example, in any case, any part of your body just become 100% solid, what will happen to you? Your life going to change up and down. So then in that very moment, your experience going to disappear or disconnect. So your experience come as the result of your change. So once you come to that point, you will see the very nature of life. And once you recognize the very nature of life, from that point, you will recognize what is the meaning of this. The meaning of this life is understand. You can understand it when you come to that point. Otherwise, you will never get it. It is possible. So that's why the Buddha, that's why all other enlightened masters, that's why this, all this 2,600 years and beyond that, time to time, eons by eons, the Buddhas come and teach this. This is possible. You can do this. But only thing, the very beginning point, rather than projecting towards the forward or the future, just try to be good within yourself and allow it to happen 100% and experience it and learn to see it without interfering what is happening. So that is the key technique. Once you're able to start with that, you are entering to the river. So the current will take you. So allow it to go forward. Don't jump over. Only thing is keep your step, the first step, right. That within yourself, just settle down and experience and keep awareness seeing it. Don't lost in your experience, but keep awareness to see always what is happening. So let's try a little bit. Your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line and bring attention to your body. So scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say Swapatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. And take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, May my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. Do nothing extra. Just observe and recognize. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Supreme Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Also may all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata cha ammihi sampadam punya sampadam Sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya imaya dhamma anudhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi Attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paribunjisami idamme punya kammang asavattaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless.